This is just not the look. It's not the look for a nice Saturday in August. We need to get ready. Alright guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and please subscribe while you're at it. In today's video, I'm going to do a get ready with me because obviously I need it. My hair looks terrible today. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But I'm not really doing anything much. I'm just going to like Starbucks because it's double star day and Target. So, oh my god. Okay. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a get ready with me, like, and talk about what's happening in my life right now because this year has been wild. So, everything I use I'll link down below, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing is, so this year it's just been so wild and so weird, and like I've really enjoyed it, oddly enough, because there's so many things that have happened that you think would just kind of ruin the year as a whole, but for some reason it hasn't, and I'm still like very happy with how this is going. First thing that was like, I had to get my wisdom teeth out. If you want to go watch that vlog, you can. That was just terrible. And then fast forward, I like broke up with my boyfriend at the time. Then I got a super bad concussion, so we just been going through that, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a video on like what I learned from having my first relationship, because it was my first relationship and my first breakup, and I learned a lot of like what to not tolerate in the future. So I thought I could share it. So if you have never had a boyfriend or you're in a relationship for the first time, keep watching because it's about to get like interesting. So the guy I dated was like my friends at the time brother. Like, we're not friends anymore, ironically, not because of the breakup. So but I would say if you are starting to like someone, that is a friend's, I look ridiculous, brother or sister, you know, open it up. Really make sure your friendship is strong, because if your friendship is fresh or you just think that your friend won't be able to handle it, maybe rethink it. Because what I learned is, because the friendship didn't work out, the relationship definitely did not work out. So it wasn't, and it put you in this really awkward position, because I kind of hated, like, there's something all on my face. I liked hanging around with like my friends and my boyfriend, but because they were related, they would be mean to each other, and I like was like, I don't know which side to take. Like, this is just awkward, like super uncomfortable, because like you don't want to hurt your boyfriend's feelings, you don't want to hurt your friend's feelings, it's like so much stress, it's just completely unnecessary. So make sure that you're picking a really stable relationship and friendship that you have with the people first before you try to date someone in that family, because you're gonna compromise literally everything, and if they're not emotionally mature people, you will not be able to maintain the friendship after a breakup, or vice versa. Okay, another thing I learned, and I didn't really learn this like from the breakup per se, I was making it hurt for cute, there's no actual reason, was that if you do not feel 100% safe with the person that you are seeing at all times, then they're not right for you. You need to end it good, end it soon, because like that's, you're supposed to be your person. Like, you should feel like they are on your side, like they will stand up for you, like they're not gonna hurt you, other than like the obvious thing, like if they break up you're gonna hurt, because that's something I can't stand, is when especially like young couples do this the most, and it's like, oh my gosh, I promise to not break your heart. Be for real, come on, like that's just ridiculous. You're young, you don't know what the heck you're doing, because adults don't know what the heck they're doing, so saying like, oh, we're not gonna break each other's hearts, is just ridiculous. And I don't even understand how people believe that when they say it, like even teenagers. Like I can't fathom it, and I'm a teenager, so I'm like, but like, it's seriously, that's probably one of my like pet peeves of like teen relationships. Like I love teen love, like I love like the like gentle PDA, not like the gross kind, but like, you know, cuddling and stuff like that, and you know, the like the cute Pinterest pictures, like love it. But as soon as you say that, it really just, it irks me, and it's like, stop being so stupid. But it's gonna happen. But yes, if you don't feel like the person that you're with and that you're dating is like a safe place, like you feel like you can't tell them something, or you can't act like yourself around them, or if they found out this about you, like that's not your person. You need to either address it with them and be like, hey, I'm not feeling really safe, and see if they change, or you need to decide if that's a relationship that you want to keep going with, because it's not healthy to not feel safe. So trust issues. I definitely did not really trust my ex very much, like at all, for the most of our relationship. And he would be like, you need to trust me, or oh, just trust me. And I would be like, oh, you can't see my face, but I was like, because that's not how it works. You have to earn trust. You can't just be like, oh, trust me. No. So that definitely did not help, especially the fact, and I will get into this, is like the one thing about like the actual relationship I want to touch on, is he said all that and he was like, just trust me, it hurts my feelings that you don't trust me, kind of like manipulative, and then turned around and said he couldn't trust me. So if a guy is telling you to trust him, he's not trustworthy, because you'll just trust him and he won't be asking you to trust him if he's actually trustworthy. Like, that just doesn't mean. So the fact that he like flipped it around and made it be me, because like one thing about me is I cannot lie. It's not because like I'm bad at it, but it's that I just physically am like, no, I want to tell the truth. I don't want to lie. Like, I wouldn't lie about, I haven't lied to my parents in so long. They trust me like so much, and it's the greatest feeling to me to be trusted. So when he turned around and was like, I don't know if I can trust you, I was like, what? Because he was the one that had lied to me before. So realized that like someone asking you to trust them is more like, why wouldn't I? Why do you think I'm not? Is there something that you're not telling me? You know what I mean? Okay, next up is after, let's say you dumped or got dumped. Coming back and being willing to get into a relationship again after your trust being utterly destroyed by said ex. How do you do that? Well, the way I have been doing it, and I've had like 2 crushes I think since breaking up with him, which was like 4 months ago, so like moved on, is knowing that not every person is the same. So if you're starting to feel like, oh my gosh, this is kind of like what if he's like my ex? What if he does something like that? What if he does this? He's not the same person. Everyone is completely different. Okay, but if he starts exhibiting behaviors like your ex, that's when you're like, oh, maybe I don't want to, go farther with this. So you have to find the balance. Like, find the balance between your internal red flags being like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and also be like, wait, this is just past trauma talking. And sometimes it's very difficult, but you have to look at it based on like actual fact, like, okay, he did this, or I am being reminded of like past trauma because of my anxiety, like things like that. The last thing I'm going to talk about, because I'm almost done getting ready, and I think I'm almost out, is I love yous in teen relationships. Okay, so what I've noticed for people I know that are teenagers in relationships, is I love you. I don't think we know what it means. I honestly don't. I do not think that most teenagers know what I love you means, because I don't think I did. So I said I love you to my ex like 3 months after we started dating, and I don't think I started like actually like legitimately feeling the same love that when I said it as I did like once we were a year in. So like once we were a year in, I think I actually did love him. But I think I kind of jumped it a little bit, and I was still in the infatuation stage. Now, if they say it first, you can decide to just say it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you're feeling the infatuation, and you can maybe like, yeah, I love him too, I love you too, like, it's nothing wrong. You're not gonna hurt their feelings, and if you're infatuated, you're most likely gonna grow to love them over time, and it will be actually genuine. But maybe you won't, and maybe you still have to break up with them, and it's not like anything's wrong with that. Like, you can totally say it too soon. It's not gonna affect anything. But if you want to, you could also be like, I definitely really, really like you, but I just want to wait a little bit longer to say I love you back, so I make sure that it's 100% genuine, because I think you deserve that. if they're mad if you say that, then they're not a mature person at all. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, sure, yeah, like that's totally fine. And I don't know if you've ever watched like Big Bang Theory, but there's two characters, Leonard and Penny, and Leonard said I love you to Penny, and Penny was not ready to say it back, and he just kept hassling her about it, and finally she broke up with him because he would not let it go, and like making like comments about it, and it was so cringy to watch. I love that show still. But so like if you are the one that's like said I love you first and they don't say it back, do not be Leonard. It's not good. Don't do that. No one needs to be hassled into saying something that they're not ready to say. Okay, I just changed. I'm about to go out with a friend, and I just want to say, to end this video off, not everything I said is going to be completely right, and probably don't take everything I said with a grain of salt, because I'm a teenager too. I'm going to be 17 in like less than a month. Actually, no, my math is off. Like, see what I mean? It's a month. It's a little over a month, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain isn't braining. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.